Hey YouTube, it's me, Josephine today, and I'm coming to you with a video just to share with you quickly about my pros and cons on this diet. Now it's only been a month and a half in, so my pros and cons list is not very long. I don't have a lot of cons. I have a few more pros and cons, and when the pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion, it's a winner. So let me share with you my pros and cons of why I love this diet and why I will be doing this diet until I feel it's necessary to maybe switch to keto or something. I'm gonna, one of the things that I believe in is listening to your body, and if my body is telling me it's time to stop or time to move on or whatever, I'm going to listen to my body. I'm going to listen to the needs of my family, and I will act accordingly and responsibly. Okay, so far I have like 7 pros, and it's very simple pros, but the first pro is the obvious one: weight loss. I have great success with weight loss. For the first time in a while, I'm having fun. I'm excited to jump on that scale and say, yay, another pound down. It's great. It's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to have success with weight loss, think about it. At least think about it. Give it a try 1 month. That was my intention. 1 month, and I was hooked. Okay, so that was my number one goal, my number one pro: weight loss. Ding. My second pro is another one that's actually personal to me, and this is probably not the same for everybody, but for me, I started this diet with a horrible problem with heartburn. It was horrible. I remember not able to go to sleep. It was that bad. I remember even on my honeymoon, we had to run out and get some Prevacid because I must have ate something greasy, which I thought it was greasy stuff, like oily foods. I thought that's what it was. I honestly don't know what was causing it, because I thought it was oily foods, and what I'm eating is pretty greasy. Sometimes it's butter, it's burgers, it's all oily. Gone. No more heartburn. And when I tell you it was bad, it was horrible. It was really bad. I used to feel it coming up like acid, burning a hole in my chest. Thank God, it's gone completely. Have not had a reaction at all. And I eat sometimes. I know I say I don't really eat butter, but they say you need to have a certain amount of fat on this diet. So sometimes I actually eat butter. No heartburn. Okay, guys, none. It's great. Nothing. Another pro, that I have on this diet is it's easy to shop. Now that might not sound like a big deal, and yes, meat is a little pricey, but if you don't have to run and buy all the other stuff, and because we're on this diet, and just for the record, I have my kids on a diet, not the same diet that I'm on. They eat a lot of the same stuff that I eat, but I also probably incorporate maybe some broccoli sometimes. I might even give them pancakes sometimes, okay? And that's not something that I even want us to be eating, but I did have the mix there, so I'm giving it to them. They're kids. They're like 6 and 3, and they like that. They are the only ones that eating it, and I don't give it to them all the time. It's something that we're weaning ourselves off of the standard American diet. It takes a while, and with kids, you need to keep them a little happy. But I'm cutting out sugars and all the extra stuff in there that is not good for them. Okay, so I'm not forcing them to eat meat all the time. In fact, I don't even think they want to eat meat all the time. I don't think they like straight burgers. They would eat a burger with a bun and everything, but they don't want to eat the burger I tried. It didn't work out. So yeah, it's easier to shop. I'm not shopping crazy for stuff for them. I do buy like maybe some broccoli here and there, a bag of vegetables to go with the meat or whatever. But I'm trying to see if I can give us an elimination of all of the junk for a while. Maybe 1 treat instead of 4 or 5, So, but it's still a lot easier to shop. So that's my number 3 tip. Okay, another tip that might make you ladies happy is protein is very good for your hair, skin, and nails. My hair is doing great. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of progress right now to show, but it's doing pretty good. And my nails grow like crazy, but I cut them down because I have little ones and I don't want to scratch anybody. But if I wasn't to growing my nails, I would be very happy. And as far as my skin, well, you tell me. Yeah. So yeah, success. And that's my number 4 tip. I mean, not tip, sorry, pro. So another tip that I have is that I feel satiated, and I think I touched on this before. So with this diet, when you eat, I mean, I don't know if you ever tried having a bowl of cereal for breakfast. If you have a bowl of cereal for breakfast, you eat that bowl of cereal, and in like an hour, you're looking for something else. Or you might go back for a second bowl of cereal right away. I mean, that's how I was. I would go for one bowl, then have another bowl, then I have another half a bowl because I don't want to empty the entire container. You know, that was my life. I was literally gorging on food, trying to find something. When you eat red meat or when you eat beef, you are satisfied. You do not need to eat more and more. You eat in the beginning, you might feel like you need to eat. But then it's like everything just kind of mellows out, and you're satisfied with a lot less food. Okay? You don't feel the need to gorge on stuff as much. So the feeling of satiation is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, that fasted, that satisfied state is awesome. And the best thing about it is, because I do my fasting in the mornings, I do intermittent fasting. In case you didn't know what intermittent fasting is when you pick a time frame that you're going to eat and a time frame that you're going to fast. I choose to fast from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. That's my fasting window. My feasting window is 12 to 8, so 8 hours. Now, you could do 2 to 8 or 12 to 6. That's a 8-hour, not 8 hours, it's a 6-hour feeding window. Or you could do a shorter one. I think there's even OMAD where you can eat 1 meal a day. I do eat 1 meal a day sometimes, but not because I'm doing OMAD, only because I am just so satisfied that I don't even need to have a second meal. But I'm not going to confine myself to that 1 meal a day thing unless I really feel like, okay, I could sit here and eat maybe like 2,000 calories in one sitting. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, it's possible that I'm doing that already. I don't know. I don't think so. But I really don't count calories, so I don't know. All right. So another pro for me is being in ketosis. Now, I have a good bit of fat to burn off. So when you're in ketosis, your body is no longer burning carbohydrates for energy. It burns fat. So if you have a good bit of fat, this is a good way to get rid of it. Let's burn it off the natural way, because your body is in ketosis, so you're no longer looking for carbs to fuel your life. All right, so run on what you got. Fat baby. All right, and my final pro is that I have mental clarity. All right, and that's something that I think I need. I could use more of it. I have kids, I have a life, I have things to do. I mean, we all have life. We all have things that are important to us. And whether it be work, it could keep you, if you're in a competitive field, it could keep you on top of your game. You need that. Your mind is, I think the Bible said a mind is a terrible thing to waste. I don't even know who said it. But you know what? It's important that you have a good mind, you have a clear head. It's good for you, okay? Do I really need to explain your mental clarity? I don't think so. All right. For me, I did not feel very clear. The fact that I'm doing my YouTube videos is proof that I am in a better place mentally. Okay, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. In fact, since I stopped doing videos, I stopped because I won't get into why I stopped right now. I will get into it another time. But I stopped at some point, and I just never could get back on it. And it's the worst thing when you know you should be doing something and you're not doing it, So for me, mental clarity on top of it. All right. Now I'm going to get into my short list of cons. It's very short, don't worry. This video is not going to go on too long. So my first con is I do miss, as much as I preach this, I do miss some variety, in my diet. I feel like it would be nice to be able to have some meat, some vegetables sometimes. I do love vegetables. I'm not against vegetables. I'm never going to be that person saying, don't eat vegetables. Vegetables is sin. No, I love vegetables. But I'm having success with this diet right now, and this is for a time. So I'm looking forward to having that variety in my diet again. Who knows? Maybe I might be one of those crazy meat people who never decide to go back on the diet or come off of the diet, but I don't see that happening. I like vegetables. Another con that I have is, and this one's a little bit of a TMI, your bodily functions do slow down a bit. All right. And I had, like I told you in the beginning, I was on a vegan diet. So I had much better time, sometimes twice a day, once a day, twice a day, sometimes. It was great. And then I came on this diet and it slowed down a lot. Sometimes every other day, you know, and I would rather it go every day for me because I like, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Who doesn't want to relieve yourself, you know? I hope that wasn't too graphic, but yes, I miss doing that a lot more. But that's a con. But I mean, I don't, one thing I will say about when I do go, I'm not like straining, or I'm not under a lot of pressure to go. It's not hard. It's not a hard situation at all. It's easy. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm not bloated anymore. That's a good thing. You know, vegetables and beans, which I eat a lot of beans, did make me very bloated. So I don't have any of those problems anymore. So I'm very happy about that. And the number one con that I do have about this diet is, okay, so with keto, which, and I know I said I'm not on keto and I don't know keto or whatever, but on keto, they give you a set amount of macros that you have to follow, where they'll tell you, okay, well, if you're 200 pounds and you want to get to 150 pounds, then you need to have 20, no more than 20 carbs, no more than this amount of fat, no more than this amount of this, and da 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 da. I don't see this anywhere here. Now, I'm still researching more and more as I go. The only reason why I decided to come out with these videos for you guys is because it is working, and I feel like I should just document my progress. So I want to share with you how this is going. But as of now, and anybody out there, if you are on this diet and you see what I'm saying, you understand where I'm coming from, there's no macros to follow, which is a pro and a con. I mean, who likes counting stuff and checking things out, right? But at the same time, how much fat are you supposed to have, and then how much protein? You know, like, how do you know? And I've seen various different people say different things online, and I have a book. I still don't know exactly, because I feel like there's so much conflicting views on what to do, what not. The one thing I will tell you I know to do is you cannot eat anything other than meat or meat products. That's my number one thing, you know. But I don't know, and when I do, I will come back and tell you. But I don't know right now how much is the allotted amount of fat that you're supposed to have. I heard people say you should have way more fat than protein in your diet, which, okay, I could do it. However, yeah, I just want to know for sure. I want to know, like, if I should have for the day, let's say I have 25 grams of fat or 100 grams of fat, or give me a number. And then I could think about it, and okay, I know, okay, if I eat this, I'll get to that number. You know what I mean? But that's my only con, and that's the biggest con that I have, really, because, you know, I really want this diet to work and I want it to go well. So for me, that is the con. I'm gonna research that more, because that is something that's been tickling my brain a little bit, you know. All right, well, I keep looking this way for my camera lens, and I should be looking this way, so forgive me. I don't want to do this video over again. So yeah, that's my list of pros and cons. And, you know, honestly, guys, if the pros outweigh the cons, you tell me, what should you do? Should you stick to it or should you not? And by the way, I'm gonna have to do this video, but by the way, I'm planning, I was told by one of my subscribers, thank you, Mom, that I should go and do some blood work and just get tested out, just to see where I'm at right now, and I can share it with you guys. And I intend to do that. I will do that very soon. I'm going to make an appointment tomorrow. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I actually feel great, so I'm not worried about it at all. If it turns out that things is not the way that I want it to be, then, well, we will assess things when that happens, right? We will. But for now, yes, I'm very happy. So you guys, I hope you stick with me, and I will stick with you.